Are you tired of your streams or voice chat sounding like this?
Do you want the comfort and quality of high-end headphones without sacrificing microphone quality? Antline's ModMic 5 is the perfect solution. Their dual capsule microphone attaches easily and securely to your existing headphones and fits within any setup thanks to the modular cable system. It comes with a cable wrap to protect your wires, an optional inline mute switch, and sounds a little something like this. Check the link in the video description to learn more.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Blood in the Streets. We're in a low bracket round 3. It's Comanche versus Singularity, and both of these teams, they've already been through quite a bit to get here. Both of them beat Penta in one fashion or another. Don't ask me how that's possible. I could explain it to you, but then we'd be here all day. The point is, they're here now in this elimination best of 3 series. The winner of them will, winner of the series will face up against APB, and the winner of that will make it to the grand finals, where Team Gambit is already waiting. So I expect great things. My co-caster today is Neff. How you doing, man?
Tired, but that's pretty standard for me. Thanks for having me, man.
Tired boy, waking up again. At least this is not SEA Dota that I drafted you for last time, and at least this time you're awake, not leaving me hanging. So I appreciate that very much.
That never happened.
Alright. Draft's actually going super quickly though, so I was hoping we could get some panel discussion about these teams going in, but yeah. Let's hop straight into a draft actually. There it is. Singularity versus Comanche. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, Singularity's first 2 bans actually reveal a little bit about what they want to do. It looks like they want to push high ground very early on. To ban out the Shadow Shaman and the Coddle, both good at spamming out creep waves or taking towers on their own, defending towers.
Yeah.
Comanche, is that how I pronounce their name? Looks like they don't really care what Singularity wants to do, and they're sort of doing their own thing here with their picks and bans. Banned out the Train, which is a little bit weird for this patch, since he was weakened quite a bit with the movement speed nerfs.
Yep.
And then just picked AA and Quap, kind of once again doing their own thing. A little bit weird to reveal their mid this early in the draft, but looks like they have a plan.
Yeah. I mean, one hero that I'm particularly curious about here is this Ancient Apparition, because that's if you look at past drafts, that's a hero that shows up in both teams. Comanche has run it once up against N19 in this tournament, whereas for Singularity, especially in the series up against Penta, it was every single match, and the team that had it won. So 1 for Penta, 2 for Singularity. So how significant is this hero in the patch right now? What makes him so strong that these teams like to pick it up this early?
I definitely think it was the cold feet buff, but I myself I'm not a very big fan of that hero, to be honest with you. I think the hero, like, his kit is almost completely on his Ice Blast, especially late game, and I know it's a little bit of a boring factor for me. As much as I hate to admit that, I should probably look at the strategic value of it more, but
yeah,
it feels really boring. And
it's not the kind of hero that makes crazy plays. It's the kind of hero that just sits in lane. You can do some things with it early on, sometimes. Like
I mean, you
just
can get
buffing
the
up
first
people
blood.
And yeah, get the first blood, get the cold feed, stabilize the lanes like that a little bit, but then it's basically just AFK farming. Maybe get a Midas, drop your ultimate, maybe get Ags later.
Yeah, if him and one other hero, you really don't want to be in lane against a tri-lane with AA, because once again, his chilling touch is very strong, and his cold feet was buffed to hold people down even longer, so if you have another stun to go along with it, or even Quap Dagger Slow might be enough to secure the duration for the stun. We'll see if they go ahead and gank mid with that.
Yep.
And Doom. Do you see much Doom in competitive play? I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it much at all.
Any teams running it in Singularity, I think. Because it's kind of one of their staples going way back. It's not that they pick it much, but team that I've seen Doom on more than any other team, I would say.
Alright, well I'm interested to see what they can do with it.
I mean, it's a classic counter to Quap at the very least, so you've got that going for you. But, yeah.
I think what they're going to try to do here is they're going to run a carry Vengeful Spirit, and then have the Doom rush of Vlads and try and push. At least that's what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
I might be wrong though.
Well,
They might
DK
just
would
do the
fit into that.
classic. Yeah.
And, yeah. A lot of push coming from that too. And Comanche, well, they have No Shaker, Queen of Pain, Ancient Apparition. They can sort of deal with that, but not necessarily without putting themselves in harm's way.
10 seconds remaining.
It looks like they might be thinking a little bit more about how to react to their draft. At this point, they might be thinking the same thing I am. I might be completely out the window with my theory here, though.
Reserve time.
I'm just here to pretend I know what I'm talking about.
But the thing is, if you let people know that, then then you won't be able to fool them as easily.
Yeah. I want other people to think for themselves as well, though. That's what I'm all about.
By the way, guys, I'm having some drop frames issues. Could be just the normal issues that I sometimes have with my internet connection, but it might also be an issue with the servers in between me and Twitch. So hopefully it's not having too much of an impact. I'm keeping an eye on it, see what I can see. But just a quick heads up there. As okay.
Okay.
Dire
Comanche, one of these teams that can throw out some interesting drafts every once in a while. The Meepo is definitely one of them. They played that up against Penta in their series like 2 weeks ago. So that's
Alright.
interesting to see.
Meepo the hero here?
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
I wonder if they're gonna break out the support Morphling as well.
Alright. Let's just throw everything I know about this game out the window. I'm no longer useful.
Reserve time.
That is not what I was expecting them to pick as far as reacting to their draft goes, but this game's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
I mean, all Singularity have right now is like the single target stuns from Venge and Dragon Knight. Can't really doom a Meepo and expect it to be super helpful necessarily.
Wait, don't you get all of the track gold on Meepo if you track multiple Meepos?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
It's been a while since I've seen a bounty hunter playing up against a Meepo, to be quite honest with you.
Alright, that's something that we're going to keep an eye on this game.
Yeah,
If he even chooses to track multiple Meepos, that is. He might not know about
as
it.
well, who knows.
Team ban.
I know there used to be a glitch where if you had Fatal Bonds on Meepo, you got like multiple kills at once if the Fatal Bonds killed the Meepo the same time you did, because the damage would go at the exact same time. You'd get like a double or a triple kill on Meepo
Wow,
alone. Yeah.
that's hilarious.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, we'll see if there are any shenanigans like that as last bands come out. Nature's Prophet taken care of.
Reserve
Comanche,
time.
well. What's left for Singularity here right now? They're still looking for a safe laner, one would think, unless it's Avenge. It's a
No,
support, but they need something with AoE lockdown, surely.
You would think. Pull out my trusty hero list here.
Thinking Sven, maybe,
Dire
would be an
team
option. Then that's very
Witch
heavy on
Doctor.
strength melee, yeah.
Witch Doctor would be excellent here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It would help them. It would give them healing that they need to continue to push. It would give them the stuns they need for the Meepo,
10 seconds
or maybe even Winter Wyvern. We'll see.
Let's see how these work from a support perspective. Because if they will, if Singularity were committed for this Vengeful Spirit to be a support together with Bounty Hunter, then be very limited in what kind of cores you can really pick up against what Comanche has picked up. Because Meepo pretty good against a lot of heroes, and then you also have the 5th pick Venomancer, who has a lot of slows, a lot of damage over time to work with, up against these strength melee heroes. And Klink's actually probably one of the ones that can deal with that the most. But if he gets caught out by the Meepo, he's also going to die, no matter whether he's Dark Pact on or not.
Yeah, he gets caught up on the Meepo or the Queen of Pain.
Yeah. And you also have this Venomancer Ancient Apparition combo.
Yeah, if I was in charge of this draft, I definitely would have gone the carry Vengeful Spirit and then picked up Winter Wyvern or Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
And then just gone for that pushing strategy.
Well, it might still do
But,
it. I mean, Klinks is not exactly a slow pusher.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't push as well with a team as other heroes would. He's more good at doing his own thing.
We'll see how that works out, but I do like Comanche's lineup quite a lot, to be honest.
5
A
seconds
lot of
remaining.
aggressive potential.
We get to see a Meepo, and we get to see a Doom. So we'll see how that goes.
Alright.
I'm interested at least in seeing some stuff that we rarely get to see. I'm sure everybody else watching is excited as well.
Should be a good one here. And just a reminder, this is game 1 of this elimination best of 3 between Comanche and Singularity. The winner will move on in the Blood on the Streets tournament. The loser is out for the count. My name is Dragondrop. I'm joined by Neff. This is the game. Die here, Singularity. Curious to see what they can do. They have this cool Dragon Knight set though, don't they? This like
Yeah,
very
this is what we're
expensive
supposed
one.
to do at the start of the game is admire the expensive sets by the players. Very well played by him. Eldworm Crest. That's the one you have to buy a bunch of stuff for, right?
I think so, yeah. I think it was like a rare drop. Something. I just wish they'd stop spamming this every single time at the beginning of the match. Like a lot of people have been there. Yeah, the chat will bullshit. Like a lot of people were fed up by it from the start. I was okay with it, but now it's starting to get on my nerves. It's not so much later in the game in the right situations, but just the pointless spam because there's nothing else to do. But I guess Comanche do have something else to do. They smoke up a little bit later here, around the 30-second mark. Looking to try and make that first blood happen. Katza though, oh, they get the dust on top of him. NT is there to block him off. Fissure as well, this should be. Firstblood.io going the way of Comanche, and it is indeed. NT getting that for himself.
Alright, that's not how you want to start the game. And I'm sure they're gonna... What did he even accomplish there? Was he just trying to get information on the heroes?
Yeah, they're just sneaking up, setting up for a courier snipe. Really
Well,
well played by
even
Comanche,
with
just using that smoke as a kind of a detection mechanism.
Yeah, well played by them.
In terms of lanes, you have the Earthshaker off, doing the casual creep blocks, with the fissure as you would imagine.
Bounty Hunter at it again.
Actually gonna be that Meepo mid rather than the Queen of Pain. Talk to me about this one because this is a support co-op, isn't it?
Oh my god. This is a support co-op. Wait, no, this is not a support co-op. Is it? He's got
It is?
Null Talisman and Shared Tangos. I'm not sure what I'm watching right now. Hold on.
Like, this is the team that runs support morphling in the same way. Right? on this particular player, so yeah, it does make some sense if you think about it, right? Because if you run a Meepo mid, that's a hero that generally just stays there for a couple of minutes and rotates through jungle with this like level 3 or level 4, whatever it is. Then you can run the Queen of Pain there. So this is a very greedy start, but might just work out because what Singularity really going to do up against this?
Yeah, Dragon Knight's just gonna be taking like ass loads of damage from the ticks on Shadow Strike and the auto attacks, and he got his Dragon's Blood like a minute 30 into the game, so he only has the 3 health regen.
They're going very heavy on it here. It's casting new down a couple more right clicks and cards, or not quite enough. The net one from NT, but the Orb of Venom. How often do you see an Orb of Venom take somebody out?
Not that often. But I don't see a Meepo in my competitive games very often either, so...
Mule up top, Hakon on this Shaker. He was doing the side pull. Ellis Sash dropping down, an observer to keep an eye on these things. Oh god, that is the net in middle. 2 Meepos this time with a double poof. Right click will do the trick, but they can't get it. Nisha, barely able to survive.
Looks like the Doom's going pretty low. He may even die here, we'll see.
Oh, damage over time, that is. Very close calls all across the map here. Nisha, not at the woods yet either, but he did get himself his bottle. And the region ruin, well, Katza forces sniped it for himself. His card was on his way over there.
Yeah, that's, that kill is probably due to the change on Cold Feet there between the Venomancer slow and the AA Cold Feet is just locked down almost permanently. Can't move a muscle. And I actually like this Venomancer build, though I would have gone another point into Poison Sting just to harass the enemy. I think Poison Sting is a really undervalued ability.
It's actually still scales quite nicely.
Yeah, 450 magical damage from a single right click.
It does? Wow. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
At max level or like...
Max level, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Not
what
early
the
levels. But 30 magical damage a second for 15 seconds. Pretty insane. Being able to have that level 17, you gale someone, you poison sting them, they either have to leave the lane or they die.
Same time, if we look at Venomous Gale, that scales just as well, at least for the second point. From 10 to 40 tick damage. It goes from a nuisance to like legit damaging ability. So
yeah,
we see a lot of Venomancers go for this 2-2 and then like he's doing right now, and then max out the wards.
Nah, I'd completely keep going for the poison sting.
So lane cards are caught out with the dust, so forced to reveal himself to get that expert movement speed, but the fissure will finish him off and even lock in Elisashi, especially with the blink forward from Sonic to make sure Exotic there throwing down some arrows from the other side, and between these two heroes they don't have much more damage to throw out, so it'll be just that one kill.
Yeah, the aggression of Clinks managed to save the Vengeful Spirit there.
Yep.
It's well played by him. Probably not happy that he'd missed some CS for it though.
Kind of needs him to be very strong, right? Or is this just a matter of, alright, just wait until lane stage breaks down the other 4 heroes from Singularity, like create chaos, create space for the Klings and then take towers on his own?
Bottom, they're about to kill the Venomancer here though.
Wow,
He did go down, if you managed to catch that.
just the tail end of it.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere, that's what happens with Bounty Hunter though.
Yeah.
My bad, I gotta inform you of things like that going around the map a little bit faster.
That's fine. My job technically to try and catch all of those. As I'm producer, I'm caster, and I'm also cameraman.
You have all the jobs.
Bottom lane, that is, they're gonna go again. Mass slows, Patos. Oh god. This hurts.
Back and forth at bottom lane here.
Bounty
Bounty Hunter watching the Meepo. I think the Meepo might know that the Bounty Hunter's there if he's watching his experience, or just the fact that his Windwalk wore off.
What?
Alright,
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe we shouldn't laugh at that. But it was,
yeah,
unfortunate. I think you hit the nail on the head right there.
Yeah.
Level 3 poof already.
Yeah.
So much damage onto a Bounty Hunter. Now that might be going for Nisha. Blink forward. Elisasha's there as well, but there's not a whole lot you can do up against 4 different units. Another easy kill. This Meepo is starting to accelerate further and further. Sonic, yeah, let's straight up with the TP out on Elisash.
It looks like Meepo was the pick this game.
Yeah. What's the solution to him later? Like, as you said, there's not a whole lot in terms of AoE control, which is generally what you need. Either a lot of single target damage or AoE control. Top lane at the same time, Kling's caught with another dust. And he should fall one more time, and he does. Sonic just all over the place.
Their AoE control doesn't really exist. They just have to hope that they can catch Meepo out with a swap from Vengeful Spirit and then take him down as quick as possible.
They get the Ancient Apparition with this wraparound from Nisha. Now they're up against the Venomancer. Only 1 point up in the walls just yet. Still on level 5, so these are very much handleable. Handleable. That's a word. Can like bring them down with 2 right clicks.
Yeah. This Venomancer is not going to be happy in a moment. The enemies realize that he's here. They have a scan up, it looks like.
He's gonna fly over Katsu though. Ah, he's going in with. I don't know if you saw him, but now Patos. Quite a nice hero to dig yourself in with. You can do these things, block the creeps, or block the paths. Now Katsu,
I mean, they're level 1 wards. He just has to click on the wards and then they die. He just doesn't realize it yet.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, fight breaks out, a couple of slows coming through. Katsu once again caught with the dust. A follow-up Gale onto Patos though. The cold feet will proc, so it'll be the 1 kill easily picked up by NT. Follow-up slows by Patos. He just can't go anywhere. Certainly not very fast. Double kill for NT as a result. Yeah.
He knew exactly how much damage he needed to the Bounty Hunter. Kept his Meepo farming a camp that entire time, and then once he was ready to kill the Doom, he pooped the next Meepo onto it.
This guy's already up to 60 last hits, 2 levels ahead of everybody else. Almost 3. Like, Look at the net worth differential. We're 8 minutes in, he's sitting at almost 5k gold. Almost 2k, full 2k ahead of the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'd call a lost lane.
Yeah. Lost lane, one jungle, both at the same time. That's what the Meepo brings you. Now Katsu caught out once again. Sonic is there, does have a dust, throw it out. Katsu sitting in the trees. Kinda hard to find though.
Well, Exotic Deer is level 6 now. It looks like he really wants to take this tower. It depends if the enemies... I think the enemies can rotate up onto it, but they've scanned them out. They know that there's multiple heroes back here, not just the Queen of Pain.
Yep. Well,
So he doesn't get to have this tower quite yet.
they find him. Katsu walks out, still in the cover of the Sentry Ward here. Don't even need another dust. Oh, actually, they might, but they don't for another 15 seconds. Katsu might be able to walk away, juking and jiving. And find a safe spot, but it doesn't have a TP, so it's gonna have to stand there for quite a while.
Yeah, that's another unfortunate thing.
Oh wow, what? Okay, yeah. Alisage. Oh, this doesn't cancel TPs, thankfully, but the Fisher does. Hakon. Right place at the right time. Another double kill for NT.
Yeah, do you have any idea when that update came through? The net not canceling TPs? That was a very sad boy last time I tried to play
yeah.
Meepo.
Couple of patches ago. I know for sure.
Yeah, somebody got angry at me once because the Earthbind didn't cancel channeling spells if you threw down multiple Earthbinds.
Mid lane. I don't know what to say to this. He has a Blink Dagger, and he cleans through a Dragon Knight as if it's paper. Granted, he only has 2 points up into a Dragon Blood, and it's a lot of magical damage anyway, but still, like... It's gotta be an issue.
It matters at this point. Just too much magical damage. The Meepo was 3k net worth ahead of the Dragon Knight now. We were talking last time it was 2k. And this is just going to continue on in this direction. Essentially, the difference between Meepo and Dragon Knight is the difference in net worth between these teams.
Yeah. And the other heroes are also having a good time. Venmar's at level 8 at this point, so you have max out wards. I'm gonna start to run at them now with Exotic Deer actually being the one scouting him out, but once again they have a hard time just finding him and keeping tabs on him inside the woods. And now there it is, Meepo again, nets, couple right clicks. Should be it, there it is. The Doom comes through, they focus on one of the Meepos, he is walking out, but Sonic Wave comes through. They will have to trade heavily for it, and they do indeed. They don't even get the kill.
Oh my
The last
God.
poof came through before the right click came. Doom was used there, but it was used on. It certainly wasn't one of the Meepos. Did you see that?
What was Doom used on? Yeah, I did. I could have sworn that was used on one of the Meepos.
Pretty sure you can't Doom Plague Wards, so...
Did he Doom a creep?
Must have. None of the heroes had it, so like, what the hell?
Alright, where's my caster tools to go back in time? It's a
Don't have
thing
that
that has to
luxury.
exist, right?
That's... You can do that when you're watching from Dota TV.
Alright, we'll have to get it from the viewers.
They can laugh at it more than we can.
I was almost certain that he doomed one of the Meepos, but it wasn't the case, because it wouldn't have expired.
Right. Singularity. How can they stabilize now? Any way for them to stop this Meepo train? Like...
Regardless of if they're able to stabilize or not, it must have taken a lot of morale out of them to lose a fight like that, and then Bounty Hunter goes down again.
This Sentry Ward game is so on point for Comanche. I mean, this one, card walking up, was also freshly placed just before the Bounty Hunter came up, so it's Spidey senses tingling, dropping that one down, keeping tabs on him, seeing that he's in that area. Another easy
It's
kill.
an 11-0 Meepo. He almost has a kill for every minute. Now he has a kill for every minute of the game. Sorry, I stuttered.
Top lane. At the very least, to get the Earthshaker.
Alright, so they managed to find a kill, which is very important for them at this point. They need to gain some momentum. They're getting another tower. Things aren't so bad. Maybe they can take another tower mid next time Elder Dragon form is up.
I think at this point they just have to try and scope out where the Meepo is, and then be anywhere else, really.
Yeah, or again, if they're able to get a jump on the Meepo rather than Meepo jumping them, like with Vengeful Spirit position, swapping him way out of position, Then they might be able to kill him. A kill on Meepo would be really big here, but I don't think NT is going to give him that chance.
Still wants it. Doing this heroes, just waiting, just doing the math. Can we get this kill? But NT, well, it's not forgot about his main hero here.
Alright.
Let's walk back now inside the trees, still being kept tabs on the rest of his team somewhere else entirely. Finally they go on him. But
he doesn't have track.
Ice Blast comes through, a couple of poofs, right clicks. We'll get the kill, but what cost? Sharkon now coming in, Echo Slam in the middle. They find Klings, almost. He's barely able to keep himself alive, another 40 health points. Sonic, they will be able to find Elder Sash and try and track down more people up on the top, but well, creeps and their rewards are proving to be a bit of an issue. Sonic, yeah, she makes it away. That was so worth.
Yeah, hard support Vengeful Spirit for the beyond godlike Meepo. I'll take it. Alright, one of the viewers just told me that Creep was doomed.
Wow.
Unfortunate for sure.
Yeah. Right now, Sonic can play Bounty Hunter as well. Found himself an Invis rune. Look at Sonic, he has 4 null talismans. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
This is the build on Roman Co-op, okay? I've done this before in a certain in-house league that shall not be named. I think this exact same build, except I also went blade mails and I started replacing my null talismans with multiple blade mails.
This makes even less sense. Come on. Anyway, NT gets gets striked again, but it does blink in. Extra nukes, dooms. This time, one of the Meepos. They're taking quite a bit of damage here with the Shuriken toss coming through, but they do see Katsu. They keep track of him. Maybe that is the dust coming through finally from Sonic. One more right, even catches the Klings, which is casually walking by. We'll get Ancient Apparition, Nisha wrapping around, will also finish out the Meepos, and all of a sudden they're kind of lack in terms of damage until Hakon can get in at follow-up control. And now Nisha, well, Foy's around him, might be able to find Sonic if he's not careful. Just playing with them, trying to burn through all of these health points. Having a bit of a hard time with it though. They're all out of mana and out of spells.
Man, all those damage ticks on him. He had the Shadow Strike, he had the Poison Sting, he had the Venomous Gale. He had the Over Venom.
Yep. All of
At least I thought he had the Over Venom. I was wrong. I made that up, everybody. Didn't have the Over Venom.
Plenty of poison even without that. Now everyone's trying up. Again for Roche, Marden with the Arcane Rune. Like normally you can get like 6 or 7 wards out. I think with Arcanes goes up to like 9 or 10.
Awesome. And they're doing Rush. I don't think the enemy team can stop them here. They don't have Elder Dragon form. They don't have Doom. They did manage to take that fight really well. Dragon Knight coming in, cleaning up that Meepo was something that really needed to happen. That was well played by them.
Well, thought a Meepo was terrifying enough already. Now try Meepo with an Aegis in hand.
Yeah. I mean, Meepo's gonna get his E-Blade here, then he's gonna get, I think, one other item. He's gonna start peeking out pretty soon, so they're gonna want to start pushing into the enemy team. Their timing is probably gonna be in the next, like 10 minutes they're gonna want to break high ground.
Yeah.
They
I think go high ground right now.
Maybe. If Meepo gets picked off here, then they're not going to be able to push, and it's going to slow them down for probably another 5 minutes at least. If Meepo plays this right, then I think they can take high ground though.
Well, they do find Klings and Vengeful Burn. That was just a solo Earthshaker. Up now the Echo Slam. Yeah, that's a good start, and now the high ground push just seems even more advisable at this point. Thing on Paradox is TPing away, cannot be cancelled, so they refocus. Only one of the Meepos here, the rest just standing behind, ready to poof in for some extra damage. One would imagine. Meanwhile, the ward spam coming out on the high ground. Chip damage, sure. But it's also keeping Singularity inside the base for the time being, and this is something that Comanche wants to try and use to establish the map control, get some extra farm on the way.
Yeah, looks like they don't want to push the high ground just yet. They'll probably secure more towers.
Still having some issues with a lot of drop frames, much more than usual, so I do apologize if that's impacting the viewing experience.
I'm sure it's the routing issues. It can't be your superior German internet.
Illusion.
Those are definitely not the issues that I usually have. Like, I've got like lag spikes
Radiant's middle tower
2 times
is
a game or
under attack.
something, but I don't know, this might have something to do with like the site that we use, or the service that we use for this one, that restreams it to a bunch of
Radiant's middle tower
different
has
things.
fallen.
I believe we're also on Periscope or something at the same time, so
Dire's bottom
Yes.
tower
who knows.
is under attack.
Stuff too technical for me. I only know Dota. I didn't bother learning anything else.
Oh. Talk to me about Dota, man. I mean, take another tier 2.
Alright, tier
Still
2
looking
down.
strong.
Tower
Doing
has
exactly what you would predict. Meepo's gonna keep pushing if they'll let him, I think. Alright, I guess he's too
fallen.
afraid.
Dire's bottom
He doesn't want to
tower
risk
is
the
under
Aegis
attack.
coming off him just yet.
Well, they didn't
Team.
realize that no one was up here defending for Singularity, so if they did, it would have been certainly a dead tier 3, if not severely damaged one. Fortunately for Singularity that wasn't the case.
Yeah, it looks like they're just taking it slow, getting all the net worth advantage they can, taking all the outer towers before pushing through onto the base. Which is smart. Games like this, you should take every advantage you should get.
Yep.
It's not really like they had to push the high ground there either. They're slowly winning this game. They're not going to miss their timing as long as they use their Aegis properly.
That's about to run out in a couple of minutes though.
Yeah, I just don't understand why their team is grouped up at the bottom lane here. They're not able to fight without the Meepo, I don't think. But the Meepo needs to be in top to push that tower
Are you
down.
tired of
So
your
Meepo
streams
can't
or
quite
voice
split
chats
push,
that-
but they can't quite take a team fight without him. It's a little bit weird. It's the whole farm funnel effect.
Yep.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm still just looking at my OBS, just taking way too much
Dire's
CPU as
top
well.
tower has fallen.
That might be something you have to
Very
look at.
curious, yeah. I'd look at
after
it
this
in
game's
between
done.
games.
Yep.
Meantime, well, Exotic Deer trying to get some information here. Might be able to find the courier even if he gets the vision. Not quite. Not quite.
Double
Would be a nice little catch.
Unlucky. He was really hoping for it, looked like.
Look at top lane here. I mean, not being attended to. Catapult is there. They're gonna do some extra Turk damage now. Mancha also pushing in the middle lane, bottom lane also not really being taken care of by Singularity. They're playing super scared. And they're hurting for it, albeit slightly.
Looks like they might not use this Aegis after all. How long does it have left on it? We're there we
Few
go.
Seconds, yeah. Just hitting that
Ticking my
last time.
brain.
Right. Now they're smoked up. May turn into something, but
They timed it's good. They timed the Aegis. They know that it's gone. Maybe they'll hope for actually 2 smokes. One comes out from both teams.
he, the real one leading the charge, ready with the blink. They do see Klings here, and with the detection, they have it now. Just a little bit too late. Maybe Hakon finds the Echo Slam on target. Follow-up control is there in the E-Blade Punch.
They
some
weren't
reason
ready to let
from
that guy
NT.
get away.
Yep. And now they're looking for more. There it is. The net will actually connect on a Dragon Knight TP through though. Hakon this time a little bit too late for the Fissure.
Yeah, nothing you could do there.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
Martin. Gonna get gone on top. Press the ultimate. Ah, he can't. Get an opening there, but Doom being used. But now, can they find a few other heroes? The courier actually, I think he's got out Katsu there for a moment. Trying to make a
That's
beeline
gonna
for
delay
him.
their push even longer though. There's nothing wrong with that Doom usage there. Yeah, they're gonna refuse to do anything without this Venomancer alive. So got 30 seconds until Venomancer's alive, and they probably have another at least 30 seconds until Venomancer walks back up there.
That's
They might just make...
Oh, they see him! Katsuo walks into a sentry.
Alright. You stop dying, Bounty Hunter.
Space created. It's like Pilot Eye, you know? Whenever he plays Bounty Hunter, he keeps dying. Still somehow works out. I'm not sure if it's the same case in this game though, because... Yes. They're not really getting anything else off of this. Meepo net worth is 5k ahead of the DK at this point. With the next Roche, it should be the nail in the coffin, shouldn't it? If Singularity can't contest it.
Maybe, but they stood up to that Roche just now. Dragon Knight's starting to get items. He has his BKB now. He hits 10 charges on the BKB. He's gonna have... I thought he was building Sanjin Yasha. He had an Ogre Club. Oh, right, he built that into the BKB. My apologies.
Okay.
Again, a little bit tired here. He's got his BKB now. He can fight into the enemy team. He's got his Elder Dragon form. By the time next Roche is up, he's going to have Frost Dragon. He's going to be much scarier than he was in the last fight. And Singularity aren't any more behind than they were when they took the last Roche. The only difference between now and then is the Meepo is... Meepo might have his Scotty, which would be a serious issue. Meepo might be too tanky to kill.
Yep.
But I think the Dragon Knight's going to be able to stand up to the Meepo as long as he has Frost Dragon and Elder Dragon form.
Demon Earthshaker. I think he blinked up to the water spot. And then he saw the Bounty Hunter on the low ground. Called out for another easy kill. This is not really helping them at all. I mean, especially if all of these kills go to the Meepo. 15, 2, and 5 is NT's scoreline right now. Yeah, still Diffusal Blade level 1. With the full charges, so he hasn't really been using those, but he also didn't need to. At all. Every time he jumps somebody, they just straight up die. And Nisha might be the same here. Ice Blast connecting. There it is. Roots, nets, right clicks. And he's gonna die even in base. There it is.
He didn't quite make it to base, did he?
He did make it to base just barely. You needed to pop BKB though. I think if he BKBs, maybe he survives there. Don't take that extra damage from the magic.
Was Zarmlet on there though? If Zarmlet was on, he would have died regardless, just from it taking him down under the Frost Blast. If he turns it off, then he dies because he doesn't have the same HP. I think maybe he does die even with BKB. If he BKB'd since the Meepo jumped on him, he could have gotten away.
Yep.
But I think he's very much afraid to waste it.
Well, ifs and buts, but as a result, 20 seconds still on a timer while the top lane is being pressured. NT, even without mages, feeling very strong with one hero being down, the rest of his team ready. It's all guns loaded, every ultimate at the ready. Singularity, they've nothing against this type of push if they're allowed to set up like this.
Yeah, can I take back what I said earlier about them being able to stand up? Sort of like I was taking things back last time. I meant to, unless the Dragon Knight dies.
Yeah.
Before they push into the base.
This guy.
It just feels a little bit like Singularity's off their game today. They keep on making like a couple silly mistakes here and there. It's really bringing them down.
This game certainly hasn't really been coming together for them whatsoever, and they're just being punished super heavily for it. Casual Roche being grabbed by NT. Another Aegis in the hands of the Meepo, and there it is. Sonic found himself another Invis rune. Can they find something here? They jump forward, they find the net from the Lesage, so the poor Venge will die first. Insta buyback here, BKB now being popped. Bit of a turnaround there onto NT, but even if you kill him now, it's gonna come right back. Meanwhile, Sonic Wave. Couple more nets being thrown out. The Klink's actually caught on the side. 1-4 on trade, but the Aegis has been used. The other 4 heroes in Singularity holding around the shrine. One buyback has been used by Lesage. There's still one available onto Klinks. Maybe if they can catch NT again somehow, they can make this work, but it's definitely gonna be a hard one and not without casualties. Unless Comanche decides to run away. The Doom this time on the Earthshaker. Good choice. No one can slam for this one, but NT, couple of poofs, but now he gets stunned up and brought down. That's a great kill. Buyback and Doom expanded as well. The rest of Comanche, and they need to get themselves out of there. Card throwing down ultimate, barely grazing out the sash, but let's be careful. What? Might just die to the Plague Walls at this point, together with the Ice Blast, but it's actually only level 2, no axe for card, so it's not that bad.
Very, very poor and sad Ancient Apparition. That's the roll 5 life, though.
Yep.
Really solid defense effort there. Cost them quite a bit, but I'm still impressed that they managed to do it. If they hadn't lost the Dragon Knight top and lost their axe up there, they would have been in a much better position in this game. They might have been able to turn it around. I don't think that's the case at this point, though. I think it's just a matter of time before they all fall.
Still talking about an almost 20k gold lead here for Comanche.
That's also something I was looking at as I was saying.
Just imagine if Hakon, if the Earthshaker didn't get... Oh. Good kill at bottom. If Hakon doesn't get doomed there, if he gets off some of the spells, like a Blink Echo, that fight looks completely different. A lot of things really have to go right for Singularity if they were to repeat something like that.
Bounty Hunter scanning the map. He's being a lot more careful than he has been in the past. He doesn't want to die again.
He certainly doesn't. 1 in 10. Not the best scoreline. He's kind of been shut down from minute 1, and Bounty Hunters have a really hard time, generally speaking. They can't create that space early. 30 minutes in, he still only has level 1 track, which is useful, don't get me wrong, but it's not like... Even if you get kills with that, it's not the end of the world.
It's only 40 extra gold to his teammates.
Yeah.
The gold on him doesn't matter at this point. He's just a poor little bounty hunter with drums, orb of venom, mana boots.
I'll take that.
It's a rough world out there. He needs more money in his pockets than that.
You give Younglings.
First shrine down. There's no reason not for them to, or for them to not take a second shrine as well, right?
Not really, unless they find an opening in the bottom lane.
They don't want to walk all the way over there, though.
Also, Roshan is not going to be up for quite a while, so the shrine doesn't actually matter as much just yet. It's just the opportunity cost, not really worth it, versus taking control of this side of the map. This side where you have access to both lanes that push the remaining racks.
Yeah, just another net worth advantage that they could be getting, though.
Also, have we talked about the Queen of Pain, played by Sonic, the hero having an ability called Sonic Wave? Do you think that's factored into the decision to pick it?
I'm sure that is more of a factor than his item build choices on the hero. For null talismans, it looks like he's taken it off and decided to get a blink dagger instead.
Yeah.
Now he's backpacked one of his null talismans and picked up a gem. His team is forcing him to build items, but he keeps saying no.
We're conceding, alright, I'll build an orchid. Yes, mom.
Yes, Mom. I'm gonna build a blink dagger afterwards, though, and you can't stop me.
Well, carrying the gem means that they do cash the clings. Is trying to turn this around, but too much damage being done. Especially with NT poofing it through. Hakon almost died to this. After a few right clicks, not enough.
And that buyback is on cooldown, meaning they are not in a good place.
Might be the opening to just... Oh god, NT finds another one. Zell sashed and follow-up net onto Nisha under connecting. Could have BKB'd it off anyway. Now Sonic blinking in and out. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. I can't even, like...
I liked it a lot.
But anyway, 3 heroes down without buyback, 20 seconds on lowest cooldown, and that's just a bounty hunter who doesn't matter whatsoever, and this is GG. Very anticlimactic, but they cannot stop this Meepo now.
They're not calling it yet, though. I'm not sure why. I don't think they defend for mega creeps, but they might.
Oh, the insta-silence here as Doom blinks in. They're gonna look to try and burst it down, and they do. Nisha with a BKB, trying his best. Goes down to stun, trying to focus down one of the Meepos. Cards are coming through as well, but being kept track of by the Sonic. 4-5 and wipe as a result, and GG well played is finally called.
Yeah, once that BKB wore off, there was no more trading with that Meepo. Looked like he was going to take him down there, though. If he did manage to, I'm sure he just would have bought back and then jumped right back into the fight, though.
Yep. Well, Comanche victory. Pretty strong performance here, the Meepo pick, and the shift from the co-op to that support position definitely through Team Singularity of God, I would say. Didn't quite have the ability to deal with any of that.
Yeah, and no lockdown to stop that double blink quap, you know?
Yeah.
Just too next level. He's building the meta right in front of us.
Yeah. I don't know how much of that is just, alright, we can get away with that this game, and how much of it is just actually legit.
Alright, I'll give you that one.
Yeah. It is definitely funny to look at, but I'm not sure how important it really was this game. Anyway, this is a best of 3 series. Singularity definitely have to pull out a different side if they want to turn things around. I will take the stream offline for a little bit, try and fix some of these issues, and we'll be back in a couple of moments' time, so don't go too far away.
Are you tired of your streams or voice chats sounding like this?
Do you want the comfort and quality of high-end headphones without sacrificing microphone quality? Antline's ModMic 5 is the perfect solution. Their dual capsule microphone attaches easily and securely to your existing headphones and any setup thanks to the modular system. It comes with cable wrap to protect your wires and option inline mute switch and sounds a little something like this. Check the link in the video description to learn more.